I've decided to go back to basics and start training over again. Recently, I faced a pretty serious wake-up call. The fact that my riding skills are severely lacking in key areas. On my last upload, I made a video about going to my club's national rally in Tulsa. Well, it didn't take very long for me and the rest of the club to realize that my riding skill is definitely lacking in some key areas that include friction zone, parking lot speeds, and first gear skill. I've been on a motorcycle for about 15 years, but in reality, I only have maybe 2.5 or 3 years of real experience. Joining a club definitely shines a light on the areas that you're lacking, and I'm not immune to that. And over the summer, for better or for worse, the Nashville riding season has not been great. It's been really rainy, it's been really hot, I've been busy over the weekends. Again, there's no excuses for not training. But back in February, I had an accident where my bike fell on me while I was standing, and I fell over on somebody else's bike and caused a lot of damage to him. It was really embarrassing, it was not a great moment, but I think that really shook me up, and I started to see myself making mistakes that like a year 1 rider would make or a year 2 rider would make. And I'm realizing that I've kind of been sitting in some of those bad habits which have caused me to ride more timidly. And if there's one thing that we know that gets riders in danger is timidity and hesitation. So part of this is an effort to come out of that apprehension and start finding my throttle again and riding with some serious conviction. Having cerebral palsy, I'm constantly concerned about my foot placement, about certain mechanics on the bike, and definitely concerned about slow speed maneuvers and handling the weight of the bike. What I realize is that comes from the place of not trusting the bike to do what it's designed to do. What I realize at the end of the day is that's because I'm lacking the training. And so after some conversations with my mentors in the club and close friends, I've decided to go back to basics and start training over again to kind of relearn the bike itself and really learn this street bob, because it's a lot different from the Sportster that I had for 10 years. In a lot of ways, it's easier to ride because it's better balanced than the Sportster, but it is still heavier and wider than what I'm used to. So instead of cheating my way through certain bike mechanics and certain things that I need to learn how to do, I'm going to try to go back to basics and learn step by step what I need to do in the friction zone, in the parking lot speeds to make this work. So that's what it's going to be. I'm going to do the best that I can to document me going back to square one on relearning the bike and relearning the platform so that I can work through some of these slow speed skills that I've neglected over the 15 years that I've been on 2 wheels. And I know there's probably going to be some naysayers in the comments that say, why is he riding? What is he doing? He shouldn't be out there. He's going to hurt himself. I'm going to quickly remind you of the name of the channel. Yeah, I have cerebral palsy, so a lot of things are hard for me, but that doesn't stop me from going back to school and learning new things. So that's what it's going to be. I'm going to document this. I'm going to show it to you. Let me know what you think. Hey y'all, Chase here. Appreciate you tuning in today. Appreciate you watching. If you liked what you saw, hit subscribe so we can stay connected. Till then, keep moving forward.